Hey guys, I need to go through the headlines with you again today. Okay, so lots of weather news. They've got some crazy new terms for us. Oh, they put them right here. Thank you. Yeah, polar vortex. They've also gone with a polar coaster. So a polar coaster apparently is when the weather goes from above zero, sorry, to below zero. And I'm talking Celsius here. I'm sorry, I live in Canada. We don't do Fahrenheit. I don't even know how to trans. I have to do it on computer to understand what you guys are talking about. So a polar vortex is when it goes above freezing and below freeze. Sorry, a polar coaster. Sorry. A polar vortex is like when it's pinpointed on an area and it moves like a tornado, apparently. I don't even know what a bomb cyclone is, but they love freaking us out. So that's why they use they use Hollywood terms. Like these sounds like Sharknado to me. I mean, it's really not that different. So there's all that. Okay. So now over here, they keep going on about this girl who was killed in the park in New York, and I don't know why this needs to be at the front of the news cycle, but it's literally been the front of the news cycle since it happened, and I don't really understand how it seems that different from any other crime, and I'm sorry. I mean, no disrespect if this is a real story and this actually happened. Um, I just don't get it. I don't understand why this is more shocking than any other crime and why it's been at literally the top of the news cycle for over a week. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I have nothing else to say. I don't, yeah. Anyway, continuing on. So this is interesting. Look at this headline. Bureau probing Epstein's gal pal, others linked to dead pedo. So this is good. This is his new, he is no longer a financier. He's no longer accused. He's just a dead pedophile. So the truth is setting in, and I think that it's pretty incredible, and I'm really glad that it's finally come to this point, that he's finally been labeled a bit closer to what he is. We're going to get, the labels will get worse, as we know. But this is not the only bit of truth. There's a lot more to be said about who this man is. And I also want to make a point, just to remind us all that although the royals are doing their best to distance themselves from Andrew, and Andrew's doing his best to distance himself from Epstein, let us not forget that Charles and Jimmy Savile were long-term best friends for a very long time. So this isn't just a whoopsie, I don't know who I'm hanging out with. They know exactly who the whole family hangs out with. Where was Charles? How come Charles never said, how come he didn't do an interview on the news about his friendship, his very long-term friendship? They knighted him. They knighted this man, Jimmy Savile. They didn't knight Epstein. He just stayed at his house a whole lot and vacationed and visited with him. So, where the hell is Chuck on this? Why isn't he doing mea culpa interviews on nighttime news? You know, Randy Andy got thrown under the bus, but that was it. Nothing happened to up Chuck and die. Anyway, sorry, I'm breaking them all out right now. I was a bartender for a long time, so I used to speak similarly to a sailor. Okay, let me just check out the side guides here. Okay, lots of they're reeling in the Christians now, and they're making them do infighting. I've noticed with the whole political thing. Lots of infighting going on there. Okay, this is why I had to go back up top and start doing a whole thing on the headlines. Okay, Domino's Pizza. Okay, Domino's. Think about that for a minute. We've seen that word before in the emails. Domino's. Dominate. I remember a long time ago Domino's Pizza was involved in pro-apartheid involvement in South Africa. I remember that very strongly. Or at least there was a rumor that they were, but I do remember in the 90s people did not buy pizza from Domino's because they supported apartheid in South Africa. I remember this. What else do I have here? Yeah, porch pirates. I don't know. I don't know why that's suddenly a huge thing. I don't know why they're pushing the old porch pirate story. Wow. Wow. Very interesting. Oh, this is a story we're going to see a lot more about that. Yeah. I think I mentioned that in the video last night. That was pretty funny. People that are like so sensitive up here they can't even see them in a movie. I wonder how many people in Toronto know that there is a Trump Tower in our city and how they would feel about that. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm not even going to comment on this one or that one. I will not lower myself to that. But anyway, that's it. That's all I have. It's all I've got. Yeah. And every day we're seeing, hang on, the ever important internet. What's going on the internet with celebrities. Super important. Apparently we need to know this all the time. Anyway. Snorkeling. Wasn't it Disney that used to swing by with their cruise ships to Little St. James and you could go snorkeling? Anyway, keep a watch on this one. Talk to you later.